I know, dude.
Well, those aren't
Well, I'm
stacked.
not done yet.
Well, that's not gonna work, dickhead.
I'm not done
Get all
yet.
mad
I'm
about
not
it isn't gonna help.
done yet.
Hey, guys.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Guys, we're figuring it out.
At home, when Kyle's getting stressed out and blowing up like that, I stay out of it. But here, we have to work together as a team.
You already knocked your over 3 times. I'm trying a different method.
All right, dog.
Slow and steady.
As long as you're really fast at being slow and steady.
For this flash challenge, we return once again to Coney Island.
Last time we were here, it wasn't so good. We were tattooing eyeballs, so I've got a lot of apprehension.
This week, we're testing consistency.
Consistency in a tattoo means that you can't have a really thick bolded outline in one spot and then a really thin line somewhere else. All of your work needs to look the same.
Today, you must tattoo people who were once featured in freak shows. Identical twins.
Sweet.
Twins are perfect mirror images of each other. So, of course, their tattoos should also be perfect mirror images. This flash challenge, you'll be working in teams of 3.
Tattooing is not a team sport, and that means that somebody else's decisions can have a negative effect on me. I don't like that.
One artist must design the tattoo. The other 2 artists must each tattoo that design on one of the twins. The tattoos must match perfectly, from placement to line weight to shading, all showing consistency.
How do you match your tattoo to someone else who has a completely different style? This could be really hard.
Let's meet your canvases.
This show just got better.
That's right. There is only one set of twins.
Oh my God.
There's only one set of twins?
5 artists will tattoo each twin at the same time.
Having 5 people working on the same person, it's gonna be a friggin' mess.
This is gonna be a total cluster. People are gonna be bouncing into each other, and I hope that she can hang. That's a lot of tattooing going on.
You will have 3 hours to design and tattoo the twins, and your time starts now.
I don't even have to ask. You guys probably want to tattoo the pretty girls, right?
I'm not against it, yeah.
I know what you're gonna say. I'm prepared to do whatever you want me to do.
I'll say that me and you are tattooing.
Cool.
Sausage has to get past the fact that he doesn't want me on his team.
Draw the rows again. Really nice clean lines, and you're still missing this line here.
I mean, come on, it's Rose.
Yeah, I wish I could draw. This is good.
Yeah, but you can make that traditional very easily. Make sure you keep the elements of like the integrity, like the wing too. You know what I mean?
Keith starts stepping over everything. Oh, you know, I do a lot of traditional.
Bam. You alright, dude?
Yeah, no, I'm just everything I said. You had a better idea, so it's on you, dude.
Dude, look how stressed it is right now. I feel like we got a real strong team. Kyle and I have worked together. We know how each other work. So Ruck's gonna design, Kyle and I are gonna do the tattoo.
I feel bad, but not really.
No, we don't feel bad at all.
90 minutes left, everybody.
You want to take a quick look, Jim?
Just finish your tattoo, dude, so I can look at it without your hands in the way every 5 seconds.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What?
He doesn't have any black shading out there, man.
Oh, mother. Scott's taking off doing his own thing. That black strip, I took that out, dude. There's no consistency between our tattoos.
45 minutes left, everybody.
Keith is saying straight yellow for the beak.
Straight yellow for the beak?
Yeah.
Is that cool? That's not what we agreed on. Keith scraps the game plan completely.
What else you got, bitch?
He has his head firmly implanted up his ass. Now I'm pissed off.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Machine's down, time's up.
No mas.
David, Randy, Maddie.
Randy, this is a much better looking design than the designs we've seen out of you.
Overall, I would say it was very believable that both these tattoos were done by the same person. There is some inconsistencies on the chin. One chin is messed up in one direction and the other chin's messed up in the other direction.
Team number 2, Keith, Jay, Lydia.
Lydia, very nice drawing you put together.
Thank you.
color palette is very different. Keith, your tattoo doesn't look as rich and saturated as Jay's does.
I definitely disagree when you say it's not saturated. It's just the tone that I use is a lighter brown.
You can disagree all you want, man. And y'all missed the boat.
My tattoo blows Jay's tattoo out of the water.
Team number 3, Bubba, Sausage, and Roland.
I really like this design. It's very simple, very cute. The size, very smart choice.
Your color palettes are matching. They're equally solid, equally saturated. The black shading is the only part where you can see some inconsistencies. But overall, very nicely done.
Awesome.
Team number 4, Kyle, Halo, King Ruck.
Halo, we know you finished this a lot quicker. And when I look at the outline, I can tell. Kyle's outline is a lot cleaner. He took his time, and it shows. And there's also one little spot in the middle of the forehead that Kyle didn't color yellow, that Halo did color yellow.
Damn it.
Team number 5, Jim, Melissa, Scott.
One thing that immediately jumps out to me, one looks more vibrant than the other. Scott, because you have so much black in there, black makes the color jump out.
Scott me on this one. If he hadn't kept adding more dark tones, we could have got some time to shine.
Artists, today we ask you to show consistency by tattooing identical tattoos on identical twins. The judges have decided that the winner of today's Flash Challenge is... Team number 3, Roland, Sausage, and Bubba.
Winning's everything to me. You know, at this point, I feel vindicated.
This week, we're testing saturation. You must paint with fire.
What?
Now we're talking. And you must work in teams of 2. You and your teammate must work together to dip panels of wood into a blazing flame. The closer you hold your wood to the fire, the more saturated with black soot it becomes. When your 6 panels are put together, they must create one strong, cohesive masterpiece.
Oh my God.
You have 4 hours to create a masterpiece using fire, and your time begins now.
All right, let's do this. The challenge is saturation, which means they want it black as.
Oh, we could do like a crazy mad welder, and then you could have like a really bright flame bouncing off the corner or something. That's not a bad idea.
Saturation is a simple concept. It's the actual amount of anything that you put into a negative space that becomes positive. So it applies to all things in life. If you're gonna burn something and you need it to be black, you burn it longer. If you need it to be gray, quick. It's just like cooking a steak.
Female face up there, maybe something in her hand, bird, skull.
This is right in my skill set. I am known for color saturation. My only goal is to win this Flash Challenge. And if I have to bring Craig with me, then so be it.
Is this your skull right here?
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
Outer space, really good saturation, a lot of heavy blacks, a lot of different tones. Marissa only has 3 years of experience, but I can use that to my advantage. I can have some influence over to make sure we have a design that wins.
So mostly just this section? What are we like?
Yeah, and then like we're gonna have a big ass moon. Craig just doesn't think I can compete. I'll be glad to prove him wrong.
Here's what I'm doing, because this is gonna be easier.
Okay,
I'm going
I
on the
trust you.
outside of this one and the inside of the outside.
Just do it.
Okay.
Whatever yours doing, I'm okay with this, okay? Okay.
I don't mind one bit that Duffy's taking charge of this challenge.
What if we did like thick rays?
I don't want to completely take away from it though, like by doing something really random, like really different.
Okay. She's my apprentice, and I 100% have full trust in her.
We definitely got to start burning soon.
All right, guys, you have 2 more hours. 2 more hours.
One more time.
Strength is going to be a factor in this one.
Man, I'm glad you're strong.
Closer to the flame, the blacker it gets.
Yeah.
Okay, up.
Feeling that?
Yeah, let's hang it up.
All right, walk it toward me.
This is gonna take forever.
If we have time for it, we're just missing one thing in the center.
What?
A ship.
If we can make it black. I'm getting kind of annoyed with Dave Clark. There's not a lot of time left to add any extra elements.
Your left. Left, your left.
This is
oh, my bad.
Things fall apart.
Holy.
I'm getting really
pissed off. It is not going as smooth as I thought.
I'm about to throw this thing into that wall.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time is up.
High fives. Yeah, dude. I think that group backfired on Craig. But it's just like saturation and they don't have any dark. Ha!
Gruzman and Duffy. I like the mandala design. I think it does read very symmetrical and very strong. You concentrated most of your burning in the center of these things, which I think was an advantage. There's certainly lighter areas and darker areas.
You did capture many different tones and many different levels of saturation.
Tyler and Katie.
From across the room, this one really stands out. Very vivid, very striking.
The contrast is what you guys are really playing off more than the saturation. If it was dark black moving to a lighter, it would really be a lot more pronounced.
Matt and Eric. It looks like something went askew there.
The last two panels, we had like 30 minutes left, so it was just a matter of getting something on there at that point.
Obviously, you grossly underestimated what you could do in the amount of time on this thing.
It seemed like it totally got away from you.
No argument there.
Matt, if you're going to be a leader of your team, the one thing you need to definitely figure out is that a leader never quits. Be a leader.
Chris and Craig.
As far as saturation goes, I think this is pretty weak. Some of the dark areas are very sporadic and it's not an even field. Down in the bottom right-hand corner, you have some black spots that just come into the hand. I'm not very impressed by this take at all.
Hey, Chris, you're the big saturator. Where's your saturation now?
Dave and Marissa. I'm pretty impressed with the amount of different levels of saturation you were able to achieve.
What I really like about y'all's piece is the sky and the fact that it does graduate from dark down to light to the horizon.
Definitely some impressive areas on this.
Thank you. Underdogs. Suck it, Craig.
You had to show saturation by creating a design with fire. The judges have decided the winners of today's Flash Challenge are Dave and Marissa.
Nice job. Wow. Other people expected that me and Dave Clark weren't even gonna have a chance, and we won. I'm gonna give everyone a run for their money.
This week, we're testing composition.
Ooh. Composition is how you take all the different elements and put them together to make something that's cohesive.
For today's Flash Challenge, working in teams of 2, you must use a power washer to strategically blast a massive design onto a 53-foot semi.
These trucks are huge. That's a lot of ground to cover for just 2 people.
Oh my God. Crazy. I got into tattooing specifically to not do manual labor.
You have 4 hours to create a dynamic composition on a semi, and your time starts now.
I thought of like a Medusa or something.
I don't know if we need the whole truck. We just need the smaller elements that create a bigger image. Right. Even if we only did this much, at least we're creating what the rules of it are.
We don't feel that we have to blast off 53 feet in order to win.
Let's just think smart and efficient.
I think so too. We're gonna go smaller with as much detail as possible.
What I was thinking is doing like a big cobra. Over here had a big dagger. Let's throw some bones in here.
Bones is good.
It's taking me back to my train bombing days right here. Queen has a graffiti background, and he's had the most skull picks in this competition. I would be stupid not to follow his lead. You want me to take the reins and get it laid out?
Yeah.
It would be nice to have a little help around here. Alex is a tiny little guy. I don't even think he has the strength to hold the pressure washer. You know how this turns on more? Oh, your hose is kinked. See how it's kinked right there? I'm gonna have to work twice as hard because I'm gonna have to pick up his slack.
Two hours remaining, everybody. 2 hours.
Well, I think you're the star of this today.
My arms are gonna be so sore tomorrow.
Go quick. Don't be so precision with it. Otherwise, we're gonna be here all day.
All right. Like a little rounder. It's a little football shape there.
Oh, okay.
I was expecting Manny to be kind of an asshole, but we're working well together and everything's coming out really good.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Guess what, Sausage? You get skull picks and you yourself, we're gonna spank you like a little baby.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what it is either.
It looks like a jellyfish eating the city. Me and Anthony are busting our ass to do 55 feet of artwork, and Sausage and Jimmy are doing a piece of broccoli about 3 feet wide on theirs. Sausage, you dropped the ball.
My arms, man. I'm getting pretty frustrated because I'm doing everything. Ladder, hang on. No, just let me handle it. I'm fine with ladders. Christian's having a super hard time getting any sort of bold or confident line or shading.
Ooh, yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, just not as good at this as you are.
I just want to give up.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time is up.
We did it. I feel good.
Awesome, dude.
We got a lot done.
A lot of
A lot of detail.
We covered the whole entire truck, man. Dude, Jimmy and Sausage are screwed. What happened over? Oh, wait, here it is. They're not even using the whole truck. We did the whole truck. We didn't do
It's not my fault you bit off more than you could chew. That's your fault. It's not about the size.
First rule of composition, fill the frame, bro.
Time to critique your work. Alex and Clean.
You guys definitely used the entire space, and that's commendable. I like the flow of the snake a lot. I like the way that it plays in and out of the bones.
I'm stoked to see a large-scale piece, but when you get up close, you can see how messy it is. The bones don't really line up as they go through. The dagger looks a little wonky. The detail's minimal. You kind of fall short.
Christian and Megan Jean, what exactly are you guys showing us here in this design?
It was Medusa we went with.
What are these elements on the sides of the truck?
Stone wall that you can see Medusa through.
It looks like an angry turtle. It's a little bit hard to tell what's exactly going on, and I feel like some finer details could have just made these images stand out.
The balance, composition is nice. I feel like you just miss it with the tools, and that's what really was a tough break today.
Jimmy and Sausage, what exactly did you do here?
What we tried to create is some cool buildings that were up front, but if you stand back and you see the overall picture, that you see the skull and the nuclear clouds like an apocalyptic scene.
It's disappointing that you didn't just attack this whole trailer.
Bigger isn't always better.
Giving you a 53-foot canvas is a pretty clear suggestion that it's supposed to be a large piece of art.
Maddie and Anthony.
Doing landscape is a great way to show composition. You didn't use up the entire truck, but compared to the people that did use the entire truck, you have a lot more concentrated details, getting the texture in the tree, getting the waves in the water by the arc of the pressure washer.
You have some really nice areas in the foreground, this big rock with the dark shadow to play off of the water. And I really love the silhouette of the bird dead in the center. It gives it a great focal point, and you did use the whole truck, in my opinion. That stuff doesn't come off on its own. You worked from one side to the other using 53 feet, the way I see it.
How hard is it to do a mountain?
Today, some of you used composition to create striking images. The judges have decided the winners of the Flash Challenge are Anthony and Maddie.
The execution was spot on, and getting to the word composition, undeniably, you hit it out of the park.
And this week, we're testing composition.
Composition is being able to show how an image works together as a whole, how it flows, how it works within each different element of the design, and making sure that it looks cohesive as one piece.
Today, your team must tattoo 3 back pieces on 3 canvases at the same time.
That's crazy.
3 back pieces? Something like this usually takes months.
When placed side by side, all 3 back pieces must create 1 interlocking image. You have 7 hours to tattoo 3 interlocking back pieces. The team that wins the Flash Challenge will be safe from elimination this week. And your time starts now.
All of you, line up, stand up straight, look forward.
That looks great.
Perfect.
This is a tricky test. If you work well as a team, no one will get exposed because your teammates will pick up the pieces if you mess up. However, if the team doesn't get along, then the exposure and the risk is going to be very high.
Question with these, how do you want these to be shaded?
The light source would be coming from this side.
We have to make sure that we kill these back pieces right now because we're not about to have somebody leave before the other team.
I think we're ready to go now.
Yeah, it's dope.
We're definitely planning on winning this just to set the tone that Team Nunez is going to be first place every time.
Doing 3 tattoos this size simultaneously is nuts.
Am I supposed to be doing black in here? The only things that aren't black are the background.
We are not communicating well at all.
When you do this, will you leave this like light gray?
Okay, am I doing the helmets too?
Do you want me to do them?
Oh, I don't care. It's up to you.
I know how to take charge if I need to. Someone needs to step in and pull everybody together.
Everyone, Matt is doing the helmets, the shields, and then Nate and Ryan are doing the wings. Hey, Boneface, you know what would be helpful is if you kept watch.
Somehow I end up as just the guy who's helping out. These guys don't believe in me enough to let me tattoo. I got you. They think I'm the weakest link. If we lose, I don't get the blame.
tried to leave like a kind of a slight harder edge on the left side instead of like a complete soft edge.
Well, then what do you want me to do?
Like how the drawing is.
Nikki's getting off the plan. In the middle of this thing, it's too dark.
Everything cool?
Nikki's not following directions, she's just throwing in her own style, smoothing the whole thing out.
Stay along the graphic line. Careful how over smooth you get, because they have to keep up.
What? What? So just don't be smooth?
If one comes out different from the others, you might be on the chopping block for it as a team.
This is why I hate working in teams. I cannot dumb myself down to keep up with the rest of the team.
This is a team move, so you guys all win together, not a solo sport.
Sure.
We need our wing shaders in on that piece 2 at a time because it's the biggest and the time is going to be...
Gia is really saving us right now.
Is that black?
That's black.
Okay.
No one could agree, but now it's smooth sailing.
Bloodline race. Dave, did you get that?
Ryan and Gia, they're both like witchy huntresses. Like they see their target and they're like...
Your line weights look identical. It looks like the same person did them.
Like no joke. Like
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it, machine's down, time's up. No more ink.
Looking at Team Nunez's design, it seems like they took the easy way out by doing the same image over and over again. I mean, they're doing 3 horses. Wow.
Dude, this is awesome.
All right, guys, let's get into these critiques. The team that wins this Flash Challenge will be safe from elimination this week. Team Peck, you are up first.
Guys, your strengths in this are definitely how consistent they look throughout. The black, the shading, it's really cohesive. Obviously, these tattoos can't sit and touch and actually interlock, but you still have elements that flow from one into the next. Pretty impressive.
It does connect. The thin blue line, that is an extremely thin blue line. And I think that it's nice in terms of it being something that these guys know is there. But most of all, I'm super impressed with just how cohesive it looks.
When it comes to composition, I want to know why St. Michael's head is so far to the left.
Having one side a little offset was more of a joined composition as a scene and a whole. That was what we were going for.
There's so much filler on the right. If that was just pushed over and lined up center, it would have fit better on the body.
Team Nunez, you're up next.
We came up with the 3 horses. We put each other in our strong spots with lining, shading.
That's a load of good quality tattooing, from line work to shading. There are no beat up areas of skin. You guys turned out 3 of the best tattoos that I've seen here.
As far as the composition goes, it's a little stagnant. There doesn't seem to be something that follows through the entire 3 pieces to make them part of a whole. You have 3 profiles of horses, all facing left. The one horse that's reared up the highest, you have a huge area on his back that you can't really tell what's going on. The shapes and the muscle tone with the negative going through it, it's a lot of area to tattoo without a specific purpose.
Today, you had to tattoo as a team to create 3 interlocking back pieces. The team that loses this Flash Challenge will be the first team up for elimination. The judges have decided that the winner of the Flash Challenge is Team Peck.
Hell yes. The ball's in our court, and that rules.
2 to 1, baby, 2 to 1.
Call them bull, man. One person didn't even tattoo.
We, as a group, made all of these decisions together.
How each individual team operates is among the team and their leader. Today's challenge was composition. There were more elements that interworked with each other. The thin blue line, as hard as it was to see, was a conscious effort to create another element that went across all 3 backs. Today, you will win as a team or lose as a team.
We got this. We got it.
This week, we're testing Ingenuity.
Ingenuity is just taking the limited resources that you're given and finding ways to improvise, adapt, and overcome to make a beautiful piece of art.
For this Flash Challenge, you must create a masterpiece using only dominoes.
Oh, that's not the...
Each team will have approximately 100,000 multicolored dominoes.
Damn.
That's a lot.
If you're gonna bring me 100,000 dominoes, can it be pizza and have some toppings on there, like some pineapple, some bacon, some something?
You must position each domino strategically to create an image. It will take ingenuity to set off a chain reaction that will transform these dominoes into a work of art.
Oh my God. We're gonna look at it two ways. We're gonna look at them upright, then we're gonna look at them fallen. That collective look will be how we score.
Coaches, you alone will have a bird's eye view of the design as it takes shape. No pressure there. Make sure you have a solid plan, or the dominoes won't be the only thing that falls flat.
Damn.
Win this challenge, and your team will have the power to assign all of the human canvases in the elimination tattoo.
We got this, you guys.
You have 6 hours, and your time starts now.
Let's go.
Huddle up, huddle up.
What's your idea?
A tiger.
Maybe like reeds or something too?
Yeah, like around the tiger head.
Start gridding it out so that it's perfect.
I'm just starting to draw a tiger head from like the side view so we don't have to go symmetrical.
That's what I was thinking.
My idea was like a tiger.
Maybe you can do like some like leaves that it's framed out in. The key is ingenuity.
Clean just won the last 2 in a row. What do we got here?
Get out of here.
Easiest thing ever.
Come on.
Hey, come on. Piece of cake. Let's go. Piece of cake.
Let's go. Let's take you back home.
No. Why don't you go coach your team a little bit?
He's strutting around like he's cock of the walk. I cannot let him have a three-peat.
It's almost like it's stalking, or,
Yeah.
you know.
Get the out of here.
Go draw some more chickens.
He's just making sure we're not doing an old man sitting in a wheelchair or something.
I'm doing a tiger too. I say we go head to head. Let's just do it.
What do they got?
They're doing a tiger too.
What?
They're doing a tiger.
Are they really?
I'm gonna start sketching something else just to be safe.
Christian being the snake he is, you know, every time I look over, I just see these little tribal tattoos just poking over someone's shoulder, just staring at our drawing. And then sure enough, they're doing a tiger now. We have good ideas, they steal them.
What if we did a cobra, bro? If they're going with symmetry, like we go with flow. That is going to be rad.
All right. All right, JP, let's get this drawing done.
A lot's on the line right now. We're down a guy, and all the other artists are looking at me like I'm a weak link.
Hurry, get it done. No stopping.
I need to prove myself. I need to show people that I am an asset to this team.
That looks good. My gosh, we are slow at this. Okay, they're getting theirs on the floor pretty quick.
Hey, Jimmy, bring it in a little more so we got a little more black in there.
No! God damn it.
We got 3 up and they're already down.
5 hours, guys. 5 more hours.
Let's double up those lines and make sure they don't go anywhere. That looks good from up here. Let's get it on there, guys.
God, this is impossible.
Austin getting to the finale is impossible. This is just difficult.
No, stop it.
Ah! It's too fast. Too fast.
Oh, my God. Personally, I think we should just have the leaves laying down and then have the dominoes only be the snake.
Stop trying to take the easy route. Yeah, this is hard. If we don't win this flash challenge, they're gonna us just as hard as we them.
No! Damn you, gravity.
I almost just cried.
It's soul crushing, but we're focused on being a team right now because we need a team to get through this.
No big deal.
It's okay.
We're actually making progress. We can do this.
Kyle, remember, we still have to
I know,
stack
dude.
Well, those aren't
Well, I'm
stacked.
not done yet.
Well, that's not gonna work, dickhead.
I'm not done
Get all
yet.
mad
I'm
about
not
it isn't gonna help.
done yet.
Hey, guys.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Guys, we're figuring it out.
At home, when Kyle's getting stressed out and blowing up like that, I stay out of it. But here, we have to work together as a team.
You already knocked your over 3 times. I'm trying a different method.
All right, dog.
Slow and steady.
As long as you're really fast at being slow and steady.
2 hours left, people.
As of right now, it looks like nothing. My team is falling apart.
We are a hot mess right now.
They're pushing forward. Everything they got is standing up.
I gotta pull something out of my ass because as soon as Team Christian smells blood, they're gonna attack. You can't show weakness.
What do you want to do? You want to sit here and try and stack them, or you want to just lay them flat?
I mean, flat's the only way to go right now.
Are you sure? Because that's a lot of time we just wasted. Stop! Mother!
Lay them flat. Flat. That's it. I'm over it. Lay them flat.
Dude, they literally just gave up. Team Queen and his merry band of quitters. We ain't giving up. I'll go down the last second.
1 hour left, guys. This is it. 1 more hour.
got my hand.
Hey, the orange, clean those up a little bit. There you go, there you go.
Oh, watch your feet, Chris.
I am.
You're so close, dude.
I know.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it. Your time is up.
I'm super proud of you guys, man. I'm honestly proud of this whole team.
We made something.
All right, guys, it is now time to critique your work. Team Christian, you're up first. You guys ready to trigger these dominoes?
Let's do it.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Hey, we got a few.
So well done on the design aspect of this challenge. I particularly like your use of the black for the outline around the orange and also to outline the whiskers.
Overall, it's pleasing to look at. The color in the eyes popping off the color in the flower. The green next to the orange looks really graphic. I think it looks great.
Good job, guys.
Team Clean, you're up next. Prepare to trigger. 3, 2, 1, go.
It is unfortunate that you didn't have at least a few dominoes to trigger and fall over. We spent hours standing them up. And then after they'd all fall down and figured we needed to turn something in.
I think it's insulting to everybody that did put in the effort and work today.
Half of yours didn't even fall down.
You gave up halfway through.
We didn't give up.
Halfway through.
We produced this.
Domino effect aside, there's no denying that this is a killer-looking snake.
I like the dynamics of it. The shape of the snake, the way the lighter yellow comes off the top of the hood and comes around, has a nice flow. The belly gets a little thick in comparison to the vertebrae in the back. Otherwise, I think it's really a strong piece.
I like Team Christian's design. The parts that did fall, they still look good. I think it's a no-brainer, Team Christian.
Team Christian did achieve some sort of domino effect.
Based on criteria and on legibility, Team Christian.
Yes. Yeah. The judges have decided the winner of today's Flash Challenge is Team Christian.
Good job, guys.
Good job.
Hell yeah.
This week, you're being tested on detail.
Oh, yay.
Detail is showing attention to the finer points of a design. It really is the devil is in the details.
For this Flash Challenge, you must create an impressive work of art out of nothing but dice.
Dice?
Son of a...
What the We're gonna do art with little tiny ass pieces of dice?
Working as a team, you must strategically twist and turn thousands of dice, perfectly arranging every detail to bring a dynamic image to life.
I got the perfect nails for this. It's gonna be great.
I don't even know how to conceptualize this. This could be a real crapshoot.
Detail is everything today. Do something that's impressive, do something that's big, something that's legible. Make the small details that bring the shape forward. There's 8 of you left. 5 of you are going home, but 3 of you are making it to the end. Keep the foot in the gas.
You have 6 hours, and your time starts now.
So, ladies, any ideas?
There's a lot that we can do with detail.
This week, the artists are going to be rolling the dice literally. They'll be twisting and turning the dice to create contrast, shade, dark and light, value.
There's 6 numbers on a dice, so we have 6 different levels of value. So doing something with really dramatic contrast is going to be really important.
Today, I'm hoping to see these artists show us a big, bright picture that stands out even in the darkness.
The biggest thing is getting contrast and value.
Right.
We got to think about what's going to have detail, but what's going to have the darkest darks and the whitest whites.
Laura, I know you got something in the bank.
Castle, UFO.
UFOs are fun.
We can have it beaming something stupid up.
So what is it sucking up?
We can make it a cow, make it
That's
a simple
exactly what I
shape.
was
Yeah, I was thinking a cow.
Cow just is funnier because it's like Alien meets Twister.
Yeah, right.
There's a cow, another cow.
These 4 ladies I've never worked with. I don't know what they could do, and I don't know what their skill set is. But I'll tell you right now, within minutes of meeting them, they're super motivated and their creativity's there. If we can work together, this could be a hell of a day.
Yep, you guys are doing a cow. Ha! Black and white, done.
Who has any ideas?
Do a big-ass eyeball.
An eyeball?
I think it'd be clean, simple, it's a recognizable image, and we can put detail through it.
I think it's too rudimentary.
We could do all-seeing eye, that'd be dope.
That's way cooler. Way cooler.
5 hours, guys. 5 more hours.
So I would tape in the shape of the triangle for sure.
All right, here.
You want me to do it now or you want to?
Here, hand me and I'll hold it right there, and then you measure it.
Pull it tight.
It is.
Above it.
Pull it tight.
You pull it tight. Oh my God, it's like a Three Stooges in here.
I was gonna say.
Jesus, man.
This team is a very strange dynamic. There's a lot of different dudes trying to be the alpha male.
The bottom of the tape.
Oh my gosh, put the tape up there. What is so difficult about this?
You don't want it to be crooked.
It won't matter.
The dice are gonna make it flat. The dice will make it straight.
You measure 2 inches up on both sides and you stick it on the same spot. It's super simple. Why are we making this complicated?
This is between you and Bob.
You were the one adding to it. Give me the tape.
Oh, Jesus. Is this how shit goes with you guys?
Who can do this the fastest? Okay, let's do.
No, let's not have a race.
We're given 6 hours. You don't have to finish in 2.
Yeah, Janelle, you're going too fast.
I think that we're all having fun because Josh is making light of everything.
Sometimes patience, taking your time, goes a long way.
It's just really fun. Last week was excruciating for me. Losing my friend in the competition, everything was just too much. So this moment is what I need.
Yo, you guys got a cow.
Yeah.
I made that cow.
You did a cow.
She's been crushing that. She's wearing her cow print shirt, so clearly she's ready to go.
This is fun. Are you having fun over there?
You know.
They look like they're having a great time. They're the life of the party.
3 hours left. 3 hours left, everybody.
Hey, just letting you know, they're getting cray-cray. Like, they're doing a cow flying up into a UFO. Like, this eye needs to be way sicker. I think we should go semi-realistic with it. Like, tear duct, inside corner of the eye. Can you think of anything that would look cool in the corners?
How crazy are you trying to get with this?
Very simple.
If we have time, she's trying to get wild with it.
Nikki is a very talented artist. She has a lot of good things to say, but I can also see that she's not going to be one that likes to hear, someone say no.
It just needs something in the corners, you know what I mean?
I'm really trying to start on this eyeball. That's the only detailed thing of our detail challenge.
Yeah. 1 hour left. Final hour.
We're doing what we do all the time, guys. We had like a little mathematical plan going with these rays, and now we're abandoning it because we're at the last hour. Can't wait to see what the girls are gonna give me for a skull pick.
What, you're already assuming you're losing?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That is it. Time is up.
Whoa, that's cool.
I think kicks ass.
Yeah, definitely. Good job, guys. You did so good.
That eye's a bit off center. I'm just gonna throw that out there.
It's actually not.
Don't be making up lies.
Look at you got like 7 dice over here to 10 dice over here.
Yo, can't hate.
Men's team, you're up.
It's a strong, legible image. I really like the glow that you get around the eye that radiates inside and out from the exterior of the triangle and comes up underneath the eye.
It's a really brilliant play with those dice to create the eyelashes, particularly in a detail challenge.
We eyeballed it.
Jesus. All right, women's team, you're up next.
You have a lot of attention to detail just on how everything fades so smooth. The fade from the ground up is really nice. The grass showing through and the shine of the moon. You get a lot of really nice gradients.
I love that it's a whole setting, foreground, middle ground, background, subject.
I love aliens. Clearly I wasn't doing anything with eyeballs, so we weren't going there.
Every single piece in this is not detailed. We have one object heavily zoomed in on and heavily detailed.
You have a beautifully rendered image, and I'll commend you. You did good. There's not detail.
No
we took
detail.
2 totally different routes, and it's up for them to decide.
On a detail challenge, I would say that eye is rendered out way more detailed than any element of that piece. If you look at just that cow, it's not that detailed.
But in the women's team, I feel like they also get a lot of different details, a lot of different items. They still show shading, and they create a story, and they create a whole scene. My vote's for the women's team.
Zooming in on that eye and detailing that thing out really shows a very strong attention to the challenge at hand. My vote is for the men's team.
Thank you. I'm gonna go with the women's team.
Yes! The judges have decided the winner of the Flash Challenge is the women's team.
Always happens. Kidding me.
You guys did a great job.
Well, you can't backpedal now. You've already talked all
I
the
told
shit.
you it looked good.
You've already talked all the shit.
I also told you it was going to lose.
Congratulations. As a team, you'll have the power to assign all the human canvases in the elimination tattoo.
Excellent.
Head back to the lot.